talk about how basically the warlock wants to use William to open up the gates of hell, and when William and his fiance show up at the club where the warlock is, working as a magician, the warlock ends up putting William basically puts him in a trance. Uses magic to hypnotize William at the magic show, and it is later revealed that the priest's assistant to Chandler has heard of Kane and warns William and his fiance that Kane is an evil warlock after a couple events that take place during the film. In close, I don't want to give too much away, but here's what I have to say. Will William break the spell Kane has over him, or will Kane succeed with his dark and twisted evil plans? And could this possibly mean the end for William? For this film, you're just gonna have to find out those answers. This film definitely, if I was rating it as a whole and not on serious subjects, it would get a 5-star rating. 5 stars for great action, 5 stars for originality, and 4 stars for the pace of the film, which was slow at parts. The acting in this film, I'll give a 5-star rating. Now on to my next Troma Team movie review. This film is called Stuck on You. Now, I'll say this before I talk about this film. This is another film which I was surprised that was made by Troma. I was very surprised because this is another film that's not gory, not really violent. It's kind of like a comedy. This film, Stuck on You, is about a couple in divorce court whom have a hilarious fight in court, which leads to the judge having them come into his office where he asked them to tell him their story of how the two met and how things got so messed up between the two. So they tell their story where you learn that Miss Griffin works as an associate at a legal firm. And as for Andrews, he works in packaging chicken eggs, who's very terrible at his job, and they end up meeting at Miss Griffin's workplace, which ends up in a hilarious disaster, which ends up leading to the two falling in love and moving in with each other. The problems for them begin when Andrew's mother comes to visit. That's just like the beginning of the issues, and Andrews ends up having his girlfriend pretend to be the maid so that, well, just to keep the fact that they're living together away from his mother, because his mother is kind of weird about, living together when you're not married. What ends up happening is he's forced to reveal that they're living together when his girlfriend gets upset. And this film goes into the events taking place before they end up in court. They're telling their story of how things got screwed up between the two and the reason why they're in court, which led to him being in court asking for palimony. Like I said, he ends up revealing the truth to his mom, and she acts all crazy. And then there's a funny scene involving body paint between